Everyone online claims they have the secret of getting rich. Luxury cars, fake screenshots, easy money. But people are tired of the cap. Today we're looking at people fed up with these fake gurus.
Man, I'm so tired of these financial gurus getting on social media saying investing in this, investing in that, and do this and that, without bringing up the part of their life where they did bank fraud or sold drugs or did other things to come up and get capital. Like, you can't get financial advice without telling the whole story. And I ain't judging nobody, but man, if you know you sold, you know you had them pounds back in the day, and now you got you a couple of million and you investing into a logistics business and all that, keep it real and tell folks that. Because the average everyday 9 to 5, the average work every day, don't have money, extra money to even have the capital to do certain things. Tell the whole story and stop sitting on a high horse like you got it out the mud when you know you didn't. That shit lame, man. Because all this stuff take capital. And I ain't mean to curse, but I be getting mad when I be seeing that type of stuff. Because I just found out one of my favorite folks that I watch on YouTube, I ain't gonna say his name, that he used to do bank fraud back in the day. Now he do real estate, which is good. But he be online bashing folks. Talking about everybody broke. You should do this, you should invest in this. You just, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, even though I don't get online and just be looking up to folks, it just, I kind of looked at him different. I really look at him different now after I found out he did bank fraud back in the day, because it's like, you speak from a way like you got it out the mud. Like, where you get the money from to invest in all this real estate, in a construction company and all that type of stuff? Like, come on, man. You gotta keep real on these apps. That's why it's important for y'all not to be listening to nobody about no financial stuff, because you don't know what people did to even get the startup money. Stop buying these courses, man. These folks be lying.
Yup. And that's if they even got the money for real. A lot of these folks be scamming. They just be lying. And if you believe that stuff, you might be cooked. Speaking of cooked, this young man gonna tell you how cooked you might be.
I swear every day it gets easier to fucking spot these fake trading gurus. If you are falling for this shit, you are cooked, bro. It's the same thing every time. I open up Instagram and it's a slideshow. First slide, $5 million P&L. Okay. Second picture, them holding the steering wheel of a Lamborghini wearing a Rolex. Third picture, them saying join my course. Guys, come on. They don't know shit about trading. The Lamborghini is rented and the P&L is demo. The mom paid for the trip to Dubai. Get it together, boys.
Sucker. Fake e-com gurus are all over this app.
Indeed. Let's learn how to scam these folks.
Step 1, rent a Lambo. Step 2, rent a mansion on Airbnb. Step 3, bring all your outfits and shoot every shot you'll use for the next year of you standing next to your mansion and Lambo. Step 4, fake your Shopify statistics by manually adding in every order to make these dashboard pages seem real even when you refresh the page. Step 5, make a video promising people $30K in a month, telling them how you were just like them when you started and you figured it out, and they can too if they just buy your course for $997. Step 6, they buy your course and realize it's a scam, but that's where Step 7 comes into play. Pay them referral bonuses to recruit other students and to give your course 5-star reviews. They'll only post positive things, and that'll make it seem even more legit to help you get even more students.
Damn! Why he break y'all down like that? That boy broke you down like some molecules, boy. And financial ain't the only damn thing that's being faked around here. We got folks faking manifestation, boy.
I saw another manifestation coach on here using my exact hook, the first 15 seconds, word for word. And I want to give you a warning about this. I'm not angry. I can't really do anything about it. But what I can do is give you a warning. If you follow manifestation coaches, how to make money online coaches, any sort of online guru or personality, myself included, I want you to use discernment. And what does that mean? That means I don't want you to place me or any of these other people on a pedestal where you're like, wow, they're so cool. Everything they say must be true. It's very important for you to take every piece of information, including the words that come out of my mouth, and say, all right, this person said something. Now, does that align with my inner experience, my personal wisdom, and do I agree with it? If yes, great. If no, great. That is how you use discernment. And whenever you place someone on a pedestal above you, and you ignore your own inner voice and you say, everything that person says must be true. It must be true. Instead of, that's interesting. Do I agree with this or not? You are setting yourself up for a rude awakening. When you're starting out, it's hard to see this. I've been in this game for 10 plus years. I've worked in digital marketing for 10 plus years, from small clients all the way to the biggest clients making the most money. All the big names that you know in the, how to make money easily online space and the manifestation space. I've worked with some of the biggest names out there. I've coached people who work with some of the biggest names out there. And it is a hodgepodge. There is a mixture that runs the gamut from legit people who teach awesome stuff, who are dedicated to serving their audience, who are filled with integrity, okay? People I admire, to people who are total bogus, who treat their employees, their business like crap, whose internal lives are an absolute shit show that they don't want to show you, and who are out here teaching stuff that is quite hypocritical because they don't follow it themselves. And it runs the entire gamut. And that is why it's very important for you to use discernment. And it's kind of like if you're dating, right? The first boyfriend or the first girlfriend you ever have, you think, wow, they're amazing. They're on this pedestal. They're all the way up here. They're everything I could ever want. And then when you get to like 20, you get like 10 romantic partners, 20 romantic partners, 30 romantic partners, you start seeing the same patterns over and over again. And you start seeing, oh, this is a red flag and this is a green flag. This is a red flag and this is a green flag, right? And that helps you develop your own discernment. I want you to do the same thing with the people that you follow online, manifestation coaches, me, people that you follow, everyone. I don't want you to forego your own thinking and just trust whatever I say, whatever comes out of my mouth blindly. I'm out here sharing my experience, my message, and it's up to you whether you want to align with it or not. And if you don't, that is totally okay too. That is healthy. That is 100% healthy behavior. And it's important for you to think like, okay, this coach, they're saying this. Now, let me try some of their stuff. Okay, I provide so many free resources, hundreds of videos, free book, free trial, all this free stuff so you can try it for yourself and see if it works for you or not. And I want you to try, whenever someone says something, try it. See if it works for you or not. And then make your own opinion about it. And trust your own opinion because it's valid. It's valid to you, okay? And if it doesn't work for you, great. That means it doesn't work for you. But what I don't want you to do is place someone on a pedestal and trust them blindly, okay? Follow these directions if you align with them. And you can find great mentorship in this space.
So you really want me to believe that this guy coached his girlfriend on how to make TikTok shop videos, and in her first month, she made $40,000? Well, they're probably lying.
This business owner tired of seeing these scammers, so he really pulled up to his business and showed y'all how it's supposed to be. Brick and mortar.
Shout out to Benjamin Graham for exposing all these bullshitting ass course selling fucking TikTokers. I don't know, bro. It's hilarious. He's factual, been loving the videos, but I want to show you guys what a real business looks like. When you come and walk into my shop, this is what it looks like. It's an actual business. There's a storefront. If you're asking what we do here, we do car customization. It's an actual store. I'm standing in it right now. It's a real business. Business license right there, posted on the wall, how it needs to be by law. All these TikTokers, oh yeah, bro, look at my cars, look, I'm a millionaire, buy my course. Let me get one thing straight to you, bro. If somebody is selling you a course, that means the money of that industry has dried up. So they need to sell shit to people like you to make money. And they make it seem like, oh yeah, bro, look, I have a Ferrari, I have a fucking Mercedes. Buy my course because you could get rich like me. Like, bro, that's just the biggest bullshit ever. I've been building this business up since I was fucking 20 years old, bro. I'm 26 now, and this is what it looks like as a real business. Got this customer getting PPF. We did a full wrap on this. That's getting body work and a full wrap. Doing a full wrap on this Tesla. And then right here, we got a Bugatti Veyron getting a PPF. And let me tell you something, bro. It took fucking years for me to fucking get the reputation and the reputability to work on cars like that. So when I see these kids like flexing all their shit, bullshitting to try to fucking scam kids like you, it reminds me of when I was 19, 18, and I was wondering the same thing. So I think that's just some bullshit. Don't get taken advantage of by these fucking people. Do your own thing. Invest in yourself. That's the best advice I have for you.
All right, guys. So I'm not trying to build a habit of doing this, but all right. So back in 2022, there was this podcast that I was watching. It was Anthony O'Neill's podcast. I don't know if you guys ever seen it, but it's called The Table with AO. Anyway, on his podcast, he basically brings on different entrepreneurs. He talks about different financial stuff, financial well-being, financial freedom, all that stuff. And obviously, when you're just getting into like the idea of financial freedom, you like watch podcasts and stuff like that. So I used to watch this podcast, and on one of the episodes, he had this one lady on there. Her name is Ellie Diop or something like that. I think her Instagram is Ellie Talks Money. Anyway, so I sat and I watched the whole podcast. It was like an hour and some change long. And she kept talking about, yeah, I built my 7-figure business. I had $1,200. I started my 7-figure business. This and that, blah, blah, blah. Now I have this and now I have that. And I watched the whole podcast and I was waiting for her to say what her business was. And the podcast ended and she never said what her business was. So I took it upon myself to reach out to her and ask her, hey, so I watched your podcast. What's your 7-figure business, by the way? Like, bro, this lady has hundreds of thousands of followers and I still did not know what her business was. So her response was something about, oh, I'm a 7-figure business coach, this and that, blah, blah, blah. I'm actually put it right here. This lady was saying that she was a 7-figure business coach, and she said she owns Airbnbs now and does Turos, and now she does stocks and stuff. Lady, how the fuck did you get to 7 figures? Like, what business was it? Please excuse my language, but I'm just like, bro, these people be talking about they're 6-figure business people, 7-figure business people. What business did you do to get to 6 and 7 figures? Like, what was your business? Because being a coach is not a business. Being a coach is being a consultant, but how the fuck are you consulting if you don't have experience in business? That's what I'm saying, guys. This is what I mean by watch who you listen to. These people will tell you all types of stuff about business and wealth and assets and income and life and all this stuff, and they never done it themselves. Like, no shame to her or anything, but it's like, bro, I went on her page. If you go on her page, you see like a bunch of lifestyle stuff and affirmations and, oh, you'll be a millionaire. She reposts like generic stuff talking about, oh, this is where you can get funding from, Bank of America, Truist Bank. Like, nigga, we knew that. And I'm not trying to knock her hustle, but bro, I'm not for people misleading others, bro. Like, this is like wealth building and financial well-being is really important to me, especially when it's like about the black community, bro. I want everybody to grow and do well, and we can't do that if we're misleading each other. And I'm not gonna lie, like, some of her posts on there, you know, have decent information. Like, I actually saved one of them when I was just looking at her page again. But for the most part, about 80% of her stuff on there is like, bro, like, come on, like, what is your business? How are you a business coach if you've never done business? Because on the podcast, she was talking about how she took $1,200 and turned it into a 7-figure business. And I'm like, dude, how? You went online and you started teaching people about business that you had no experience with. And that's what a lot of these gurus are doing these days, guys. So you have to really watch who you're listening to, because I don't want you guys to buy courses from people who don't know what they're talking about. You're better off spending $1,000 with somebody who knows what they're talking about and can get you great results than to be spending $100 with 10 different gurus and experts that don't know nothing they're talking about. We want to be able to trust and deal with experienced people that are trustworthy and have real experience and can show you receipts. Once again, I will say, a lot of these gurus and stuff, they're selling you guys information that they got from theory and YouTube and other people's courses and reels, and then they're selling it to you. And then when you pay for their course, and if you got 50 and 100 and 200 people paying for their course, now they can pay rent, they can pay bills. Oh, and they have money to invest now. Now that they're investing, now they're building up their portfolio and building their wealth while they're just feeding you guys a bunch of BS. And once again, I'm pretty sure she knows some of the stuff she's talking about now, but bro, like, it didn't start like that. I'll tell you, I got my first $100,000 from hustling. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm keeping it straight 100. But I wasn't teaching nobody nothing about business. I was doing business and I was learning things about business. Now to the point where I've actually done it, now I can teach people. I wasn't teaching people when I didn't know shit. That's stupid. But anyway, guys, watch you listen to, please.
Here's your new tip of the day. When you see somebody on social media telling you how they're going to make you money, they're lying. When you have a great idea, when you have a way to make lots of money, the number one thing you are not going to do is sell that idea, sell that service, sell that what approach to anybody else. When somebody's selling it, their idea, shoes, drop shipping, whatever it may be, to you, and they're selling it to other people, you know what they're doing besides lining their pockets? They're creating competition for you. And you know what they call somebody that goes into a business where there's unlimited number of people that you already know are doing the exact same thing as you? They call them stupid. Don't do it.
You don't want to be sending money to someone who's telling you that they're going to make you rich, because they're making their money by selling things to you. And so I'm always suspicious, and that's kind of why I started this account, because I see so many people out there giving advice, and then at the end of the advice, they say, buy my book, buy my course, buy this or that. That's why you should always be suspicious of someone who's selling you something when they're telling you that they're gonna make you rich by doing it. Always be suspicious.
The easiest way to know if somebody is a scammer or something like that that's online is if they say, oh, I make this in a month, or I do this in a month. Bro, I'm telling you right now, yeah, if they're saying, yeah, a month they did that, that could be true. But coming from an entrepreneur who's 18, I have multiple cars, penthouses, dude, not every month is going to be the same. There's months you could hit 170,000. I know that's a lot. That next month you can go and hit, 75,000. Then the next month, maybe it's 65,000. Then it shoots back up to maybe 125,000. Next month, 85,000. So if someone is saying, oh, I make this much a month, dude, they're most likely capping. I'm not gonna, especially if it's an entrepreneur. Now, of course, most of the time as an entrepreneur, if you're a big entrepreneur, it's over 50, 75K a month, but it can literally shoot up to 200K in a month. The next thing you know, 75, 85, then you may be at $1 million the next month. But you cannot, no one, if you ask someone how much they make and they just say one number instead of, oh, it fluctuates, that's how you know they're fake. The easiest way to tell if a guru is fake or a business owner is fake is if all they do is they flex, but they provide no value, okay? And this is something I had to learn as well. You guys know I still show material stuff, like literally my M3 and stuff like this, but I never used to provide value. I always just used to show this stuff. I never used to provide value. Now I'm literally just sitting here with a whiteboard teaching you guys how to get rich. And bro, like, because the reason I say that is because, dude, I know so many gurus who all they do is they flex cars, but they have no real skills. And they try to cover it up by just buying cars, keep buying cars over and over and over. They try to cover it up by just doing random stuff, but they will never actually sit down with you guys and provide value, okay? So I'm going to provide value. I hope you guys enjoy this. If you want more value, I'm an 18-year-old millionaire if you don't know who I am. But like I said, follow me. I'm gonna provide more value, but that is the easiest way to know if a guru is cap.
I ain't gonna lie, I think you a scammer, brother. But we ain't gonna talk about that. This other lady is tired of these fake credit gurus. She's saying they is.
If you want to fix your credit, you gotta pay them back. Pay back your collections, pay back your credit cards. Whoever you owe, you have to pay them back. You owe them, pay them back. My shit was in like the 500s. My credit score is in the 700s now, and I did it by myself. I paid over $1,500 for people to fix my credit, and they played in my fucking face. So pay them people back their money, and I promise you your credit score is going to increase. I tried all the TikTok trends. I tried all of that. And you know what they said back to me? TikTok don't work over here. Pay us. And I paid them. And now my shit is in the 700s. I use ChatGPT to create like outlines for me, to write letters for me, for removals, all kind of stuff. Like, I did a lot of pay for deletes, and I got rid of it. So don't let people say, oh, don't pay it back once it's in collections, bro. A lot of that shit is bullshit. You have to pay them, or it's not coming off your credit at all. Once they confirm it's you, it's not coming off your credit. Pay them people back.
Sorry to tell you, but them resale gurus that are telling you to go on Alibaba and DHgate is all wrong. They're really steering y'all in the wrong direction. Because if you're a reseller trying to sell these high-end products and then the customer receives their order and it's not high-end like it's supposed to be, the customer will know. I have a one-on-one Cartier vendor that I resell, and even when I wear my products out in public, people literally stop me and be like, is that Cartier? That looks so good. Can I see? Can I see? So it's like, that's why your quality really does matter. People do notice. Don't think somebody's just going to get their product.
She was going off. She was talking. She was doing her thing. But a lot of these people be faking, man. They be faking and flogging, and they ain't really dodging. Because they see you. I mean, if you see them, you might try to jump on them. You might slap them slap them one time, slap them 2 times, slap them 3, might kick them like Kirk, step on them like Kirk Franklin. Because they scamming. I'm just saying. all these gurus saying they doing something to be somebody young. We already know y'all cap. We already know y'all scamming. Some of these folk, they gonna fall for it because they just tired of what they going through, and they see you. They like, oh, not knowing that's a rented Lambo, not knowing that's a rented Airbnb, not knowing that's your daddy, that's your stepdaddy car. Okay, just know. Just know. I want y'all to know, because we know, yeah. It's been Josh from Talk to Him, boy. I just talked to you, boy. I'm gone.